Balls. Quick. Okay, one hit in the head. Can? Ah, balls. There's our first. And he's not budging down. Ah, balls. Greetings, guys and girls and fellow gamers. My name is Games for Kicks and welcome to the 7 Days to Die Alpha 16 Nomad series. I'm pre-recording for my holidays. I already had the first episode recorded, guys, and I already posted my settings, but Alpha Stable came out after I recorded the first episode, so I said, screw it, we're gonna re-record it, only recorded one episode. This is Stable Alpha 16 B138. So whatever version we're at by the time you see this, I don't know, but the first couple of weeks in August, you're gonna be seeing this series instead of the normal series. I hope you guys are gonna enjoy it. We're gonna go through the settings now in a second. But if you are having a good time and you enjoy it, remember to kick that like button in the balls to support the channel. And if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. So let's get started. Before we get into the settings, this is a Nomad series, and just like my last one, we're gonna start with a mini bike, but it's not gonna be overpowered. It's gonna be all parts, item level 200. There will be nothing in it. Our character will have nothing on itself. No food, no drink, no starting equipment, no starting blocks, nothing. Completely naked, empty. Just was a bike and full tank of gas, and that's it. Our biker character knows how to repair a bike and how to replace parts, but we can only replace the parts with parts that we find or buy in the trader. Let's have a look at the settings. Everything that's yellow is changed. Everything that's white is default. We're playing on survivalist and always run. Insane is absolutely possible and it's a lot of fun, so you can try it for yourself. I played the original first episode on Insane, but it took too long to kill things. And I'm trying for a 12 episode series or 13 max. I'm gonna have to try to find the right balance between progression and difficulty, so that's what I decided on. We're also gonna change the loot respawn time to disabled because it's Nomad. We don't need to have any loots respawn on, and blood moon count is 64, which I don't know if that is a wise thing to do, seeing that game stages now take difficulty settings into consideration, so we could probably be biting off more than we can chew. Loot abundance I was going to put up to 150, but we see how it goes because zombies don't really have good loot anymore when it comes to food, and we can't really craft a lot of food except the basics, so we'll see if it's enough. But again, all these settings are open to change if we need to balance things in the game. The seed is gonna be Dragonball, which I heard is supposed to be very amazing. Thank you for suggesting it, guys. And I can't wait to get into it, so let's get started. And here we are, in a beautiful morning in the snow biome. I didn't change where I start. It's gonna be a challenge. This is a snow biome. This is where we slept last night. Todd already heard something and we're in trouble. So we're gonna have to play very focused here. We're gonna have to get straight away into bows, into arrows, all that jazz. This is the starting gear that I had when I completed the quests. We have a basic fire. We have our bread roll. Now, we are allowed to place bed rolls, but we only can have the one ever active. So if one gets destroyed, I don't know if another one becomes active, but you know, we're only gonna ever place one down anyway. So let's go around and let's start. We're going to have our bike here. You can have a look here. This is gonna be all 200, one full gas tank, and that's it. If we want more gas, we're gonna have to hit cast with our stone axe. We don't get as much gas, but it should be enough to get us from A to B, which means this car is gonna have to give us some gas. So let's start by collecting a couple of resources because we need to make sure that we can get arrows. I actually haven't found any arrows yet. I only started with the 2 arrows that I gave myself to finish the quest because we want to make sure that we know where the traitor is, which by the way is somewhere here, which is, is gonna be our first stop. The first day is gonna be pretty much just resources, resources, resources. It's not gonna be different than any other gameplay except that the zombies are running and I thought I could hear something. It's actually coming from the outside. If you can hear something outside the base or anything, that is because they have... Oh, is that a building up there? Oh, nice. It's because there's a concert currently going on. Anyway, when it comes to crafting, I decided when it comes to tools, I will allow myself to craft everything up to iron tools because progression again is important, and iron tools I think are kind of needed if you want to progress properly, especially in the 11, 12 episode series. Now, I will not use, so forged iron I'm allowed to use for tools, and I'm only allowed to make forged iron in the forges, because the other ones are lootable anyway, in the trader. So the trader is the only one we can use the forge of. Now, if they changed it now in the full release, that none of the forges can be used that you find, not even the trader ones, then we're gonna have to craft one, because otherwise we can't use a forge at all. But we're gonna be only crafting one symbolically near the trader, and we're gonna leave it there. If that makes sense. Anyway, I'm gonna get a couple of more trees. Hopefully nothing will bite us in the ass while we're gone. Let's make another stone axe just as a backup. When it comes to crafting stations, as I said, trader only. When it comes to weapons, the only thing I'm allowing myself is up to Lucille. Not Lucille, sorry, my mistake, because Lucille is forged iron and we're not going into forged iron for weapons. So for clubs, the only club we are allowed to craft up to is the Iron Forced Club. But we are also allowing ourselves to scrap the raw iron we find from the stones, because we're not going to be able to use a forge. I won't be able to use a forge to put the raw iron in and to get the iron back out. So I'm just going to be allowed to use the raw iron directly as iron. So role-playing wise, it's just iron we get. End of story. I'm not going to differentiate between raw iron and iron. Yeah, you can feel about it either way. Let me know in the comments. I know this is pre-recorded and that basically there's nothing you can do about it, but I like to know your comments. I like to know how you guys play. I like to know all the tips and advice you have playing in higher difficulties, especially in Nomad, because a lot of people are watching the videos, want to play it like that themselves and have much less experience, and they find comments of yours very useful themselves, and it helps them a lot as well. So you're not just commenting for me, you're commenting for other people as well. So make sure if you have anything interesting to share to do that. Because I don't want people to think, oh, it's pre-recorded, there's no point. It's always a point to leave good information in the comments. And I will read them all. Even if I'm on holidays, I might be a day behind, but I will read them all and reply to them to as many as I can. When it comes to coal and nitrate powder, I wasn't really sure, but I think we're not going to be able to make gunpowder because my character doesn't know how to do that. So I think what we're going to be using it for is that we're just going to sell it to the trader. I think 10 of them, yeah, 10 of them sell for something. So we're just going to hoard them up and we're going to sell them when we get to the trader. End of story, when we have enough. There's actually a bird's nest over there, which is very handy. It will allow us straight away to get into arrows. When it comes to arrows, I'm only allowed to craft the basic arrows. And I'm allowed to obviously craft arrows with arrow tips I find. So I'm not allowing myself to craft iron arrow tips or steel arrow tips. I can buy them. And I can, if I find them, the tips, I'm allowed to use them to craft bows, craft arrows, of course. But I have to find them, or I have to buy them by the trader, or buy the complete arrow set from the trader, whichever way. The other thing is blocks. When it comes to blocks, I'm not building bases, so while I'm allowed to craft wooden blocks up to cobblestone blocks, like flagstone blocks, and then upgrade them to cobblestone blocks, and we're allowed to do that. Just listening here. We are at the same time only using them to fill holes, gaps, and the only other thing that I will be allowed to craft because of horde nights and to defend myself in general at nights is log spikes, but only these guys. Sorry, not log spikes, wood spikes. We're only allowed to craft these guys as a maximum of defense, nothing else. We can buy more defenses, as in if the trader sells us mines or anything, we can use them, that's fine. When it comes to electricity, I'm still gonna have to think about it, what I'm gonna allow myself, but I would say that if we can buy a generator, we can use a full electricity system. But when it comes to traps for electricity, the only thing that I allow myself to craft myself is whatchamacallit, the electric fence when it comes to electricity. When it comes to barbed wire, I think if it's not forged iron, yeah, if it's iron, yes, I'm allowed to do barbed wire fences as well, because it should be pretty straightforward to make to find, or you know, make some barbed wire and say like, yeah, we're going to craft, use that to wrap around some pieces of wood. I don't know. When it comes to skills, stamina is going to be very, very important, and so is tools. So what we're going to do is we're going to straight away up the tools. We have 5 points only at this point, and we're going to go to we're gonna focus heavily on the camel and the survivor as well, followed by Sexy Saurus Rex, because if we can't find a lot of food, these are gonna be the most important properties to survive. I mean, I know Fixer and all that is important as well, but in the end of the day, if you're starving to death, that's no good either. That's not gonna help anybody. I see myself scrapping the stone axe to get some stone back. It's just the stone on the front. I don't know. We can... I really didn't think that much ahead, like, and thought, oh, will I allow myself to scrap items? Like, when it comes to guns, I'm only allowed to use guns that I find, of course, and I'm not allowed to replace parts, and I'm not allowed to repair them, because I don't know how to repair them. Which means we have to buy more, and we have to, again, only can use the bullets we find. See, take that food with us, because snowberries in an emergency are actually not bad food. I think we only get food poisoning from them. So it should be okay, actually. And food poisoning only affects stamina as far as I know. But I'm gonna get one more rock because we definitely, oh yes, we're going to do that. We're going to scrap these guys. I'm gonna scrap them in 20s because when you scrap them, well, the most iron you get when you burn them in the forge and then take them back out. That's where you get the most iron to raw iron ratio. But scrapping them in divisibles by 4, especially at a stack of 20, you get the most out of it. I went through that before in a video. I don't know if they changed it. Could have changed it because last time we did it was an experimental. But we'll see. So again, nitrate only for selling. Coal. Torches, I'm allowing myself to craft simply because we need a light source that we can craft. So animal fat is something that I'm allowing myself to cook as well, which is obviously going to be a very simple recipe. Nothing to do with beakers. Anything that requires beakers, if it does, then I can't do it. There, I don't allow myself to cook because I'm not a scientist or chemist, you know, unless it's very straightforward, like boiling some meat or like boiling some goldenrod tea or something. That is straightforward. I think I would know how to do that. Let's be very careful in this area here. We're gonna do this one more rock, and then I think we're gonna have to skedaddle and start looking for what that house in the distance is over there. Keep forgetting I have the zombies on always run. We might actually want to take some stone. This is actually a good idea. We're going to take some stone with us for drink. That's actually something I didn't think about. It just occurred to me when I accidentally hit that. Because if you look at this, you can make bottled water with snowballs, which is absolutely fantastic. And you can also make, I think you can make boiled water in a can. Yes, exactly. So we are going to be able to have some water sources, which is really, really good, especially with snow. So we're going to dig up some snow as well. Let's have a look and see if this tire is higher than 200, because that would be pretty awesome. It's not, nothing. Oh, nice. We got some duct tape. Now, we have found some gunpowder. So, somebody was saying I should allow myself to craft the blunderbuss. And because apparently this is a very easy thing to craft. But I think I'm gonna buy weapons, you know, and we're just gonna stick to that. Because we should be able to sell quite easily a lot of things. And get enough money together to buy the weapons that we need. I know they cost like 10, 13, 12,000 or whatever, but we're gonna get some petrol here, which is good. So these cars are gonna be invaluable to us to destroy as we journey along. Now in the beginning I might not cut out as much. I know I already did a couple of cuts probably at this stage, but to cut out some of the grind. But that is the only thing I will probably grind out, like something where I'm just doing nothing and just hitting something in future, or where I'm going into a town and all I'm doing is like run down a road without any zombies, like, so you're probably not gonna see that. But I'm gonna try to leave in as much as possible because I know a lot of you enjoy actually seeing the whole process. There we go. We're gonna craft another stone axe quickly. It should be 100 now. There we go. And once we get to the trader, we get the last point, and we can actually put another 3 points then in weapons, which means we can upgrade our weapons, which is really, really handy. Our construction skill is already gone up as well. Now, I can obviously put points into the mechanic or into the... what was it called? The bad mechanic, but... it makes sense from a role-playing perspective because you think, well, the more you use tools, the more you actually can... probably learn how to use them more appropriately without them breaking so easily. So, or you get to learn them better, or your stamina goes up, or you get training because you get more fit. So, these things make more sense. I'm absolutely splitting naked. So let's have a look at this bin back here. We're going to have to loot absolutely everything. I already did that. And it would always be good to be able to stop at where there's a tire and see if we can actually get one, because I think the tires make you faster. Let's see, what level is that? 37. And we have 200, but I just want to see what the tire actually says. A part of the assembly was both resistant into place chassis once you read the schematic. So it doesn't actually say what the bike tires do. But I think they have to do with how quickly you can turn, or is that the handlebar only? I don't know. I have no idea. We'll see. I'm gonna pick up a couple just to see if we get lucky. I don't think in the beginning we will. I think the maximum we get is like up to 50 or 75. There's also a limit now, I think, on your level and on the skill cap. So no matter how good you are, you're going to have to live by the limits. Now, we're not gonna take on a boar just yet. It's not gonna happen because we need all the arrows we can get for zombies. And there's already one walking over there, but we're going to try to ignore him. Oh, that's very good for water, actually. Like, we should... we don't have a pot yet. Oh, that gave me a heart attack. I thought it was a zombie, but it's the boar. You forgot it's the boar. There's nice. Another bird's nest here. And another bird's nest here. There's a bag, actually, where the other zombie is walking, which would be very interesting to get. Let me see. There's our bike. I don't want to be getting too close with the bike, but where's the bag? The bag is a good bit in, so we might actually want to drive down with the bike a little bit. You see, you have to get all tactical now, because you're kind of thinking, well, I want to go in there. I don't want to cause too much noise, but at the same time, I also want to get in and out. So let's see if we can actually just skedaddle down. I think the stealth mechanics are still a little bit broken. You don't always get the eye. Oh, nice. Oh, good find. Food. Very good find. You don't always get the eye when you have the aggro from a zombie. I think mostly that affects sleepers. So anything that's already spawned in, I think the eye behaves correctly. But anything that's where sleepers spawn in, they don't. So you get one more car that we have a little bit more gas, because it's only 48. Also, the reason I have the bike with the basket straight from the beginning, it kind of leverages the whole losing everything on death. If you know what I mean. And you might think, oh well, it's not a challenge if you always can place a bedroll down. But if you noticed, I'm not allowed to leave a bedroll behind. As soon as I start journeying, I have to take it with me. And I'm not talking journeying as in if we find a house and we're just gonna go on a grind, on a quick loot run around the house, I'm gonna leave my bed there. But when we're saying, hey, we're packing up, we're leaving, there will be no bed. So if we die along the way, that's it. We're gonna spawn wherever. Absolutely. That is gonna be a thing. Oh, nice. There's a nice bag. I like that. Probably should turn the game sound a little bit up, because it's very important for me to hear everything accurately. This tree stump I would really like to loot. I hope the zombie is not gonna see us. Let's run for it. It doesn't matter. He didn't see us yet. Come on. Long distance looting. There we go. Okay, nothing in there. But tree stumps are very good. So the snow biome is actually quite a good place to start to find equipment, but it's also the most dangerous. So it levels it out. Because these tree stumps are absolutely delicious on loot. And let's see what the level is. I want to see if we get anything higher than 25 or whatever, or 37, whatever that was. 423. Holy balls. That is absolutely fantastic. So let's see actually, if we drive, that's how fast we drive in the moment. Let's see if that makes any difference. What do the tires exactly have an impact on? I don't know. And zombies, we have to be careful now. Oh, nice. What I usually do with zombies is we can scrap these for materials, or will we not? I don't know. I haven't... When it comes to the big things like wheels and tires, I'm not sure. I just use them as probably fuel for the fire. And that's about it, if I can. Ah, balls. There's our first. And he's not budging down. Ah, balls. Wow, okay, I think we're gonna have to skedaddle, guys. Is he dead? Is he actually dead? Holy balls, guys. I really thought that was it. We have 20 health left. We're infected. I think we're going to skedaddle. We are naked. We don't even have armor. When it comes to armor, I'm not gonna allow myself... Okay, this is just my stupid way of thinking, probably. I would have a hard time crafting armor out of plant fiber. Oh, very nice. But I don't see it being problematic to, in my head anyway, to craft armor out of cloth. That's kind of something where I think, well, that makes sense. So cloth armor, I allow myself, if that makes sense. We're gonna have to check that house out, but I really need some health. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to go down here, and we hopefully can go on a little yucca grind, because that will give us some health back as well when we eat, while we have good food and hunger up. So I think if we eat that now, we get a little bit of healing back, will we? Yes, we get some healing. There you go. So we're gonna have to collect a couple of them. The best way to do that is to hit these guys, because you get plant fiber and you get 3 yucca every time. We gotta pick up some aloe vera as well. I think aloe vera, I should be allowed to make healing material, like bandages. Okay, there's no zombie as far as I can see. Because we're still very close to the snow biome, so I have to be careful. So let's pick up a couple of yucca and hope that we don't die. Okay, we're doing alright with health. I don't want to eat too much because I want to keep some for when I actually get hungry. We also need a lot of wood because I'm allowed to, again, fortify certain things in a house up to the second wood level. I'm not going to allow myself to do iron upgrades. However, I will allow myself to do these guys. Metal siding. Because it kind of makes sense to me that you're saying, hey, I have some iron that I find, you know, on the ground or whatever. Which is simulated, obviously, by us having iron in our inventory. So I'm allowing myself that. Again, that is just trying to find the right balance. I mean, if you want to play complete realism, I don't think the game is actually as fun to play if you go complete realism. As in, you basically craft nothing. If you're complete dumb shit like me in real life, you craft nothing. Everything you need is only what you find. That's all you're really allowed to find and do. So we need some drink, which is easy. We don't have a jar yet. Okay, oh, we have a can. That is good. Can you make... You can make boiled water. So I think it's okay if we take a painkiller, actually. If we take that painkiller and this... Does that give us some hydration as well? No, it doesn't. Well, that's okay. No worries. We're okay. Infected, which is not okay, but we're okay. So we're not okay, but we're okay. Let's see what happens when we get up there. It's a forge house, but again, the forge is useless. This is why Nomad is also becoming a little bit harder now, and you will have to go to the trader, because... I just have to be quiet here for a second and bring that a little bit closer. But I think zombie sleepers also wake up now based on sound. So if you are very loud and you come with a bike, I think they wake up in the house. So we're going to have to be sneaky about that. There's no bird's nests here. No, this one you plunk. Again, this... Shit. Dude, hello. Okay. Okay, why is he not coming out? That is so weird. When they don't follow you and you just... I don't know. I think we're screwed anyway, currently with the sleeper system, because the problems I found with the sleeper system so far is that... There we go. There we go. There he is. Nice. Ah, balls. Ah, come on. Don't miss them. That was right in the face. Ah, come on. Don't move like that, baby. Yeah, I see you, I see you. He's actually really tough to hit. Ah, come on! That went right through him. And my bike is somewhere here. Balls. I can't hit him in the head. He's bobbing too much. Bobbing too much. Way too much bobbing. Ah, balls. Quick. Okay, one hit in the head. One more. And one more. We have energy for one more. There we go. Holy balls, that was something else. Oh, Big Mama. Okay, let's eat. I wonder if we could let her sleep and go upstairs. I don't know, I'd rather not risk it. Where's my club? I made a club. Where is it? Is it still crafting? Where is it? Did I not craft it? Oh, okay. That is weird. I thought I crafted it. Anyway, we're gonna have to clear this out. I'm lucky she spat out, I mean... Oh. Like that. That could have triggered a zombie behind me, because I think there's... Schweppes. I can hear footsteps outside. I think there's... Oh, there's another one there. I think there's triggered zombies. That's the problem. So even if the whole room is empty... Why is she moving? Okay, I can't get to her because of this guy. Ah! Stuck! Oh, gave me a heart attack. Oh, balls. That's not a weapon. Where's my weapon? Shit. Ah, balls, we're gonna die. Oh, lovely. Now I feel a little bit safer. Now I feel a little bit safer. Oh, whoa. There's one right there. Hold your horses, Charlie. Okay, let's make some wooden frames. Let's get into the house. I'm already dragging this out as long as possible as I can. Anyway, guys, we're gonna leave this first episode here. We still have a lot more to do. I think there's more sleepers in the house, but we're gonna clear it out in the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, remember to kick that like button in the balls. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. And if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. And I see you guys next time. Until then, as always, viel Spaß and happy gaming. Oh, we can actually use this forge. Alright. Well, in that case, I think it would be fair to use it. I don't know. How come I can use this forge? When I was playing on stream, I wasn't able to use the forge at all. Not sure why. That is interesting. Gonna have to think about that. I think I still gonna say only trader forges I will be able to use. That would make more sense. Oh, we can take a candle with us actually. That would make sense as well. Probably should use that for light. Okay, we don't want to aggro any sleepers. Okay. I think we're safe. Okay, I think we are. Make sure there's nothing behind us. Let's see what's in the box. I'm actually gonna stay here in case something spawns. Okay. Oh, great, leather. Nice. It's gonna be great help.